Hello. All right. Let's get a quick sound check. I think we're good. Yeah, I just wanted to hear with some of the music. I feel like the music is too low in the last stream. No, I like it. Alright. Good. Hello, it's me. Starting off with a yawn. That's how we do it on the Orbem order stream. Yawn first, yawn often. Okay, let's see what we got here. CPU looks good, FPS looks good, sound looks good. Graham looks good. How you doing, little guy? Oh no, Graham's ghost. Just like Doctor Strange, right? Ooh, I can see myself. Trippy. Fun. We have fun here. Okay. What do we got? What day is it? Wed. It's Wednesday, everybody. I stole my wife's ring. She put it down while she was washing her face. See how long it takes her to notice. Wednesday, bug day. Yesterday we had some fun. We built transportation. Came out pretty cool. Check it. I can click around. Click, 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 click. Right. And if I hold shift and click, boop, transport, boop, transport. And you see that blue bar at the top left? You see how it goes down? That's the power gauge for transportation. So you can only transport so many times. Boop. Until it starts to die. And last thing I was trying to do was get it to like gradually charge once it gets down a certain point. But my brain was fried and I was having some issues concentrating because I think I streamed until like 2:15 last night. And because I got a cool guy, a new follower that was on with me. We were having some good convo, so lost track of time. Went an hour over a stream. Yeah, no, that's fun. And this is a great little functionality. And you see now that it's at 0, I can't click anymore while I'm holding shift. So the limitation's real. I just have to fix the recharging. But that's a new feature. Hey, what's up, man? There he is. Just thought I'd say what's up. Yeah, work. Welcome. And yeah, I was just getting into what I'm gonna work on today. Since it's bug day, I'm gonna do something I don't want to do, because that's what I do on bug days. In this case, I want to finish more of the menu. Because we don't have drop functionality yet, which should be pretty easy to add. I'm gonna start a new game. Oh, hell yeah. Drinking wine with your fiance. Yes. What Nickelodeon documentary? Alright, man. Have fun. I'm gonna check that out. You know I love me some Nickelodeon. Thanks for jumping on, man. Oh, I'm logged out. Alrighty. Let me log back in. Cool, cool, cool. Let's do a new game. Transport. Transport. Love it. Fucking love that. That came out so cool. Okay, so here's what we want to work on today. Well, I think we found our first bug. Your items or storage is full. No, I don't think it is. It's a brand new game. Let's check. And I also need to start. Oh shit, look at that. Wait, what happened? There's nothing in storage. What did I do? We found our first bug. Let us bug fix. Yeah, my guess is, I don't know, when I reset, it deletes. Did I add this to the delete functionality? I might not have. Storage. Oop. It's called Explore Storage. Nope, it's in there. So I delete it. Okay, well then it must just be airing out because it's empty. Let's see. Explore cutscene. Storage. Explore storage. User ID. If false, then use that. Otherwise that. Maybe there's something wrong with this. Let's see. We got the data menus. And we got nothing. It's got to be something in here. Is it a count? No. Same functionality. I'm gonna leave the stream running since I have nothing else to do. Get you. Heck yeah, man. Keep it on. And you can give me commentary of the Nickelodeon documentary every now and then. Let's see what we got here. Wait, what? My buddy just got into Stanford engineering. Why? Master of Science in Design degree. Stanford Design Master's Program. Why does he want to be a super genius master guy? That's really cool. Yeah, my buddy Sean Smith. Oh, also, could you link that Titanic remix? I wanted to show my fiance. Oh yeah, let me get you right here. Your channel. Go to my subscribers. Cover them all. Where are you at, dude? Cover them all. Nope. Cover them all is one word. Cover them all. I didn't think about that one. Here it is. Doop. And music on music. Here you go, man. Show the lady. Okay, what was I doing? Congratulating my friend. Where's Stanford? I wonder if he's just doing it online. I actually don't know. The dude already did a master's program. He was part of a think tank, the RANDS Corporation or whatever, think tank. Just super genius guy. He's in he does like web analytics. He works in Python these days. Boo. Nothing I can do about it. Python's for data. Okay, why are you empty, dude? But yeah, and he works for Beachbodies right now, where I used to work. I worked with him for a little bit. He does their analytics. So, okay, something's dying here because it seems like it's just, right? The HTML storage content is definitely broken. Storage content. Storage menu. Wait, what the hell's storage content? Storage item. Storage menu. What am I missing? There is no storage content. Why are you tripping? Storage. Storage. Oh, it must be high level. Right. It's right here. Storage content. And it's exploding. Why are you exploding? Bup, bup, bup. Get this. Bup, bup, bup. Yeah, it must be an error. Okay. That's fine. So that means one of these is not doing too well. You got the user ID, got the storage limit. You know, I don't... Whatever. I'll leave this for now. I think we're good. It must just be one of these functions is exploding. Let's find out where. Give it the good old Vardum Pay. I also enjoy the console log hey. Okay, shit's exploding on me. I'm probably gonna make it explode again. Nope. Okay, Pay's there. We're good. So we know that the template's coming in. We know these functions aren't causing the error. So why would none of this HTML show up? That's the real problem. Oh, it's here. What the fuck? Man, I don't know, man. I have a feeling my code has ghosts. I'm convinced. Because that storage form HTML was not there. You think it happened maybe when I collected it? Let's see. Maybe that caused it. I don't see why it would, but storage. Here we go. Storage. Let's collect you. Yeah, look at that. Now storage form is empty. What? Oh wait, no, it's back. Okay. Okay. What is happening? What is happening? What the hell? Alright, this whoops thing is getting in my way. Let's check this out. Whoops. Your shit storage is full. Retrieval points are full. So we gotta start using that terminology. Okay. So all it's doing is checking empty storage items. Data empty true. And they should all default to empty. So let's double check what's going on. I want to start a new game. Okay. Okay. Thank you. New game. Yes. Let's see what's happening to the storage menu. Storage. Storage content. Storage form. Retrieval points. Pop, pop, pop. Everything's perfect. Look at that. Data empty true. I don't know, man. I'm still convinced there's ghosts, but let's see if I try to collect this, if it explodes. It did. It got rid of all of the items. Why is it like looping? What the hell? Let's see. So we're for eaching the non-empty, which there are none. Why? Why would this break out of nowhere? Okay. What are we doing here? Storage explore items. This is just... if I run into an item, it starts this. Gets all the stuff. Creates the new item. If the menu exists, grab all the empties and the not empties. Let's set this if the item is new first. Otherwise, yeah, because I got the count stuff working. And then what does it do? It removes one. Right, it removes the first empty storage item. And if there are non-storage empty items, it loops through them, looks if it's the same. If it's not, then it keeps going. And if it's new, it prepends, which we saw that worked, and it has a click event, and then it saves in the database. but for some reason it's looping. Not only is it looping, but it's removing all the empty storage items, so it's looping. So it must be looping. I don't know how many times I can say looping. It must be looping. Why you looping? Loopy? Well, this is part of the collision point logic, so yeah, it is on an interval, but that would mean that that would mean that's not removing the item from the map, but oh, it's not. That would mean it's doing exactly what it looks like it's doing. Okay. Why did I get rid of the removal? I kind of feel like I did that for a reason. I don't know, forgetting why. When do I remove the item? Item. I mean, I should do it like right here. No, when I prepend, I should do it. Right? Or after I save it? No. No, see, yeah, when I prepend it. If item is true, prepend, otherwise it adds a count number to it. See, I don't want to. I want to do it regardless. So let's go to save storage item. Yeah, I'm not deleting the item at all. Just being a big dummy. I mean, I could look back at all my old streams and see why I removed it, but I definitely was removing. You know what? Hold on. Collectible. Yeah, see, look. F you. I am removing it. Then why you no remove? Am I adding a no point? No point. Hold. Let's go to the item on the map. Everything's broken. You're breaking everything, dude. Okay, we have tester with engage. No points, so it should still remove it. Collectible's true. Yeah. Get out. Yeah, there's no reason why this item should not be removing. Let's see if we can figure out why that's happening. Yeah, because here it should be good to go. It's definitely adding. It's getting data. Collectible. Should remove. Why you wanna remove? Let's find out. It's not like I'm creating another one. So I lost access to my Facebook ad manager account. They said like something suspicious is going on and they locked me out. I mean, I've paid them, you know, thousands of dollars at this point. And I've continued to pay for my ads and it's been fine, but I really don't know why they locked me out. What the nut? Well, I'm definitely not hitting my console log. Okay, I should remove that, by the way. Why am I not removing that? Whoops. It's obviously getting in the way. Let's turn this into a console, just so I can at least know what's happening. Whoops. And then we'll go up to collectible. So it's not hitting this. Well, let's see. Maybe that alert's just kind of screwing up the UI. Alright. Refresh, my friend. Stay warm, my friend. That's what my sweater says. I want to get that sweater. I have other ones with the Explore Orbem, but the video game one's cool. Continue. Whoops, 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 whoops. It just doesn't work. It's not... Okay, well. What is it doing? If it's not hitting run point animation. Well, let's put some consoles. We gotta pinpoint where this thing is stopping. Run point. Let's go before run point, which would be... This is for breakable. I need collectible. Here we go. No, that's where I'm storing junk. I guess here, right? Yeah. Should I zoom in to the code? I guess it's kind of hard to read for you guys. Alright, so we'll go here. See, this is a run point for breakable. And then it returns. And then if you overlap, projectile logic, cool, collectible logic. Store. When am I removing it again? Not here. Maybe I should remove it here. I'm removing it later in the run point animation. But this doesn't have a run point animation. Did I get rid of run point animation when I was doing some other logic? I think I did. I think I added run point animation. Yeah, I got rid of it so because I didn't want it to happen when you collected the item. I wanted it to happen when you used it. Which appears to be causing problems because all my logic to remove it is in run point animation. So this in essence is not getting hit, meaning this is not getting hit. Problem is I want to add a no point, which I thought I fixed that because the items weren't coming back after they were put. Yeah, I did fix that, so I think I do want to run point animation. I just want to remove and then not add user points. Right? don't. Yeah. Unless. Yeah, I think that's where it's kind of screwy. The logic is. The logic should be, if it's collectible, store it and remove it and add the no point. So in the store, I should be running the no point function, which I'm not. So where does the no point logic come into fruition? Add. That's the add no point. So it's right here. So really I'm just gonna add it. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if I add it. Adding it's not the problem, it's getting it to add to the array, which I thought I already solved. Yeah, it's this thing right here, the explore points. Did I add this database save to the store item function? No, I didn't. How was this working before? Is it just because I stopped doing the no point? I mean, I stopped doing the run point animation. When did I do that though? I really don't remember breaking this. So run point animation. If it's collectible, remove. Okay, but yeah. Run point animation isn't getting hit. That's the point. Because I am doing storage. I'm not blocking it though. It should keep going. It should go here, look that it doesn't have engage. Otherwise, if it does have engage, remove it. Oh, of course it has engage. No. Alright, well this should be getting hit. So let's console log in here and see why it's not getting here. Then let's see here. Up. Should be fine. Should be getting here. Run point. Start. Alright. Let's try this out. If you've been watching any of these streams, this is actually one of 5 new songs I added. This is actually the last album I recorded with a band. It's at Lunchbox Studios. Very far from where I was at the time. Much farther than I am now. I mean, much farther. I'm much farther than I used to be, but it was cool. It was actually a worker from Love Juice Studio who started his own studio. Alright, let's see what this is doing. Okay. We are walking. We are walking. Run point start. Well, that makes no sense. So it did get to run point start. I mean, it did get the run point animation. If it got the run point, then it should add engage. It did make a little pop sound, so I know I hit the play interest. And it doesn't have no point class, right? It does not. So far logic should be continuing. Does not have a class, so it should go here, grab the data type, position type equals true. Wait, what? What does that mean? Position type equals true. What does that mean? Oh, I'm so stupid. See, this is why you don't program at 2 a.m. I was talking about how, you know, I add these like extra true equals to if statements so it's more readable, and I left this in, but this isn't a true or false. This is like fucking, it's if it exists, you know. It's just getting the attribute and I'm just checking if it exists and then using it. I'm so stupid. I just wasted probably like 30 minutes being an idiot. Bug day. You know we love bug day, man. Got plenty to go through. Okay. Let's stop fucking around now. Still not a big fan of this whoops, but I'll allow it, because as long as the item gets deleted, or, oh, that's the problem though, it's not going to get deleted. I can't use an alert. I'm going to have to come up with something else. Create notice. And I'm going to have to create a whole notice feature for this, because I want to be able to do notices throughout it, like, hey, you know, you leveled up, or, you know, hey, this place is open now, or any sort of notice. I need to put a little area on the screen, probably just the middle of the top, have a little banner pop up when things happen. It's good to have that functionality in there. Then eventually I can put ads in there and charge people. Just kidding. I will not be monetizing this game until it's good enough to monetize. Alright. I think we're in business. Boop. Yep. Just being stupid. Oh my god. I have 46 of these now. I can never use that much health. Yeah, let's start a new game. Yes, I cannot handle any of that data. This is not a new game. God, I keep doing that. I hate you, admin bar. Every time I say admin bar, I think of Admiral Baru. You think that's where he got his name? Is the WordPress admin bar? It's Admiral Baru. I bet that's exactly where he got his name from. Marshy blows. And transport. Transport. Okay, let's collect. Thank you. Wrong menu. Okay. What was my point? Oh, drop. We need to get drop working. Use will not work with the FLL, but drop. I want to do drop, and it just drops. Same logic as if you use the item. So let's go ahead and use button. We need drop button. Drop button. All right. Easy drop button. Okay, so cool. Yes. Okay, where is the logic that zeroes out all the attributes? Is it in run point animation? That would be annoying. I'll have to make it another function then. I bet it's an add user points. It is. What a dum-dum. So this function will only be run. Womp. What do I need? I need position. Position. Type. Position and type. Oh, what am I doing? Don't do that. Whatever I just did. Okay. Position and type. Remove item from storage. I will continue to use storage in the code because it's way shorter than retrieval points. But definitely in the front end, I want to start utilizing retrieval points as the name for everything. Okay. This is going to be remove an item from the storage menu. Cool. Param. We're going to use position. And param type. Great. Remove storage. Item from storage. And this is different than remove storage item because that actually removes things from the database. Oh, you idiot. I actually do need to remove it from the database. That. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm doing. Pay no attention to my wrongness. So I'm grabbing this. I'm doing that. Doing save storage item. Perfect. With remove. Awesome. Yep. This is all you need to do. And for drop, it'll be the same thing. Just pass it position, which is the item name, and then the type of the item, just so I know which menu. Right? Or am I not using type? I am using type for the save storage item. Right. And when I do type, that is what kind of type? Help. Okay. That kind of type. Not menu type, regular type. Okay, well, let's use this function when you use the drop button. Drop button. Cheers. Alright. Ooh. Remove item. I guess we can use drop item. Drop button. And select item. I don't care. It's just drop button. Then this. And I need position, which is the name. Yeah, the name. Which I can get. Welp. It's current selected item. Engage the selected item. Wait, but how is that selected item? I'm passing item to show item description. I'm getting the ID. Storage item. Oh, I'm reselecting the new item. But why did I do this and not... Oh, it's current selected item. Yeah, stupid. And I'm at engage to the current. Okay, so yeah, items what we want to get the name. So in that case, selected item. What's that? Oh, I'm looking at the new selected item. I guess I'll just use selected item then. Selected item, target. You know what? Looks like I need this here too, so I'll just call this name. No, this is inside there. Where's the click event? Show item description is not the click event. What am I doing with use button? Use button. Oh, I add a click event here. Okay. I add the click event. Add the event listener. That'll be click. Yep. And then that's when I will remove. Choo. And we'll do this. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. These are both inside here, so I am fine to do this. Name. What the funk am I doing? Womp. Gimme. I take you. And I change you. Okay, so name. This will be name. And type. Where to type be? I'm not grabbing type. Okay, that's fine. We'll just, oh wait, select the type. Let's put you above, because I need you to. Looks like I'm using the same params, just backwards. Keep it confusing, people. Okay, so this should work now. First try. Ready? first try. Go. Oh, okay, it's gone. That's good. Saving properly. Okay, now we do click. And drop. Well, something tells me it worked. Something tells me I need to clear that out, because I didn't. Is description already available? Yes. Items, description. So let us do this. If they click, let's make you nothing. Ta-da! Damn, I'm doing like the same damn thing here. It's pretty funny actually. It's basically the same exact thing, just a different function. Oh, hello, Ma7 Malvich. Welcome. I see you have come to watch me build my WordPress-based RPG game, Orbem Explorer. We are currently working on the storage menu, because today's bug day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday I work on bugs. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday I work on new stuff. Yesterday we built transportation functionality. If you see this little blue bar here, when I hold shift, I can click anywhere on the map and it'll transport me there. And I can only use it until, if I run out of blue, then I can't transport anymore. But that was fun. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free, jump on in. Ask away. It's always more fun to interact with you guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Now, yep, removed. Only problem now is if I remove the item, I need to reinstate it on the map. No, I don't. That's not how items work. You drop them, they're dead forever. So let's just double check that works and restart. New game. New game plus. And why use WordPress on it? I know, right? Why build an entire game engine in WordPress? That seems asinine and excessive. Orbem.com, Orbem.com is the website that I developed for my book series, Orbem. It's a 4-part series. First book's out, second book's on pre-order. And it's all WordPress. I'm a WordPress programmer. I've been doing it for 14 years now, and this is what I know best. And vanilla JavaScript and styling, just Sass styling. And I originally developed Orbem as just kind of a walk-around explore game that you could just, kind of explore the map. And, it's very basic. Characters don't move around. There's all you do is just, it's a companion to the book. Like, this is taking place basically after the book, and you can read some things about the places you can go to. And it was, just kind of a extra little feature on the site. But I wanted to create a standalone game that could actually lead people into the universe. So that's why I decided to start building this as a full-fledged RPG based off of the book series, following the storyline, and just go ham on it. And it's fun. WordPress is basically just what I use for the content management. So if you know anything about WordPress or know the dashboard, These are all custom post types. I got the points. This is basically all the items that aren't people on the map. I've got the areas. These are like the areas you can visit. And, you know, characters like the little avatar guys you see in there. And I even have cutscenes, enemies, weapons. Everything's defined here. So this is where all the images come from, you know, the text for the cutscenes. Like if you go up and you talk to one of the characters here, you run into him, he gives you a little cutscene, and you know. So really I'm just using WordPress as the management. Yeah, like custom post type stuff. Exactly, and I use custom post types and custom taxonomies. So you see over here I have like explore area, so I can assign the explore character to an area, and then you know, and give him a point type, basically what happens when you run into him. He can give you health, mana, or points. And then I have a bunch of custom fields I registered for his starting position, the size of the image, and like the value of whatever he gives you. And yeah, each of them have their own kind of things, like weapons. Right now it's just fists, so I'm going to be able to define new weapons for him to collect. The red dot there is his fist. And when you click the space bar, you know, it punches. Currently I made the blue, that's his hitbox, so I just made it so I could see it, but yeah. So yeah, I'm seeing how far I can take this, really. So far so good. And anything that I want to develop I'm able to do just with some vanilla JavaScript and styling and utilizing the content management from WordPress. But yeah, if anything's confusing, feel free to ask. It's still a little confusing for me too. But I do believe we got drop working. Let's see. So collected, and it shows up in my storage menu because I already have full health. If I didn't have full health, it would just they would use it as health, which I like as a feature because it means you don't waste health ever. Alright, we do this and then drop. It's still not closing out the item description. Why is that? Did I not compile? Thought I did. Description. Inner should be, yeah. You should be empty. Why are you not emptying? And any, all the music you hear was recorded by me. So if any of these songs piques your interest, I can point you to it. A lot of it's online. Some of it's just really old stuff that I recorded with bands. So not everything's available, but decent chunk are. Alright, let's try this again. So yeah, that's gone. But I want to be gone as soon as you drop. Let's collect, let's collect. It's a really great job. I love when I see people like doing advanced things like this with WordPress. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, this is my day-to-day. My day job is an enterprise level WordPress programmer for, you know, extremely high traffic sites. I worked for Disney building WordPress sites, Universal, Warner Brothers. So I'm used to dealing with high performance, high traffic. So compared to that stuff, my little site with no traffic should be fine. There we go. That's a true drop. And then you go on about your business. And yeah, the cool thing about this, the fact that it's in WordPress, is that honestly I could turn this into a plugin. I can turn this into an RPG Maker game plugin at some point, and just kind of make it a little bit more UI friendly. And anybody could develop this game. I mean, these maps, the collision points are just SVGs, and I basically detect the wrecked squares, and if I'm running into it, I just don't go through it. And by the way, these are my enemies right now. I have a runner and a shooter. I just haven't really worked on them too much, so he just annoys the crap out of me. But they are killable. I just gave them way too much health. Oh my god. And here's a breakable item. Why am I stuck? What? Okay, yeah, this is a bad idea. Transport! Transport! Go! Oh no, I'm stuck off the map. Get back. Transport. Oh god. There we go. Okay, first bug. Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely need to work on the transitions between areas. Oh my god, what is going on? I am seeing bug 2. What is going on? I keep repeating. Null. Speed. Okay, no. Why is my new enemy dying? You have experience working in WordPress at all? If you like seeing people working in it, I assume you do a little work in it yourself. New enemy. Where you going, dude? What? I really don't even know what the issue is with the enemy. Like, why are you console logging? Oh my god. You just killed me, dude. Yeah, like, what is this? 1.2 years? Awesome, man. Hey, it's a great platform to get into. It's lucrative. I mean, everyone's using it. It powers tons of the internet, and when you know that ginormous corporations like Disney, Warner Brothers, Beach Bodies, just these billion-dollar companies are using WordPress in more than just their blogs, it's good incentive to get in on it. And WordPress is progressing so much. I mean, between the introduction of the Gutenberg editor and all that React-based full-site editing and whatnot, I mean, eventually I'm gonna get phased out. I've been, I mean, I can develop in Gutenberg, and I'm up on React nowadays, but I don't know. It's not as logical to me. React is like, I've been working with React since it started, I think. Since it's been around. I feel like it's been 10 years, but that seems too long. I've been working in React for a very long time, and I still can't fucking grasp the concepts of routes and the use events and the store, when to use the store, and I get, like, I know vanilla JavaScript extremely well, and that gets me by in most JavaScript frameworks, whether it's CoffeeScript or something else. But yeah, I don't know what it is about React. My buddy Scott Weaver, he's like a React guru, and he's like flabbergasted when he works with me. He's like, what? How come you can't just remember, when the route it goes to Redux and blah blah blah, and he starts using words, and I'm like, I already am lost, man. I have no idea what you're talking about. Just build me a block or something. Alright, let's see where this console is coming from, actually. So it's... I feel like it's because the projectile or something is not working. So new enemy. You're my enemy. Okay. So this is where the error is happening. It's losing life because it's on a set interval. I got the speed. So it seems like what's happening is I'm losing this selector. This is my runner. Okay, so it is related to the runner. Interesting. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I'm transitioning to a new area, but he no longer exists. But I do not kill the set interval. So I have to deactivate these intervals. Yeah, I think when you work with WordPress, you should know all technologies and frameworks. Yeah, you do. Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, WordPress's best quality is integration, right? So, you know, you're integrating with all systems, APIs, and, you know, and sometimes you're building those systems yourself, whether it's in AWS, you know, you're integrating with S3 buckets and saving your images there now, or you're, you know, you got a DynamoDB for quick, you know, data transfers, or whatever AWS product you're working in, Lambdas and stuff. It's really good to have a good understanding of all these tools, especially like Redis and stuff like that, because the more you know about those systems, the easier it is to maintain the website itself, because WordPress can't run alone. But the new thing is headless. Get Next.js in your front end and let WordPress do what it does, because yeah, nobody likes the performance of WordPress on its own on the front end. It's too many queries, right? Get that data somewhere else. Just have something pretty. Integrate Tailwind. Love Tailwind. And then you're good to go. Okay, why? How do I delete this interval? Well, first I have to set it. So this is runner. And so I have the runner interval set when you use them, but I want to remove all intervals. I want to clear it. Do you like use plugin to do some functions? Do your own? I mean, I have like 8 or 9 plugins that I authored in the WordPress directory. You know, I spent a lot of time just doing plugin programming and then theme programming. So I tend to not use any third-party things for site functionality. But I definitely, and same with like registering custom post types and registering. I mean, if you go in here, I'm registering everything myself: the REST routes, the post types, the you know, all the custom fields, you know, all these settings. These are all just using REST routes and stuff to save the data. I do use plugins though. I mean, I use WordPress plugins for, you know, major site optimization, caching stuff, SEO. I will not build my own SEO functionality. I refuse. I'll use Yoast or whatever. And the only thing that I found myself that I built myself was localization. WPML. It's like just like a destroyed database of one of my sites that I was working on because it was just so bloated. And so I ended up just making my own, you know, multi-language functionality, which is pretty simple. But yeah, what other plugins do I like to use? Oh god, I can't. That's pretty close to all of them. I mean, I like, you know, custom roles and stuff. I don't tend to like to register my own, so maybe I'll use a roles plugin. So, you know, certain things like that. Anything I don't really want to build an integration for either. Like, I don't know, if using Mini Orange, if you have like an Okta integration you have to do. I would rather like trust the Okta people, you know, and you know, trust that they know best. Or like the WP Redis plugin. Like, I don't want to integrate Redis into the site myself. Just little things like that. But yeah, tend to be the bigger plugins. I don't use ACF. I really hate how dirty it makes the site, and the queries are inefficient compared to just like get post meta or get user meta. I think professional don't use theme builder, right? No, we build our own themes. Being able to build it, I mean, think about this. A theme is when you like take all this stuff away. If you're looking at the theme right here, a theme is a functions file, a style CSS, and then a header. I think you need page, but I think that's it. Like, a theme is 4 files, and then you have a theme. So, you know, when you use underscore or like a starter template theme, which I used to, because I didn't know, you know, I didn't know any better. I started using underscore when I first was building themes, and I would just, you know, whatever, I just leave all the stuff that they had that I wasn't using and call it a day. But ends up biting you in the butt. You end up having a buttload of functionality you never use, like a ton of extra style sheets, a ton of extra JavaScript. A lot of they like integrate with certain libraries, like jQuery libraries and stuff like that, just to make it easier for you to develop. And I found that I'd rather start with nothing and add what I do need. I don't even use jQuery anymore, even though it's gotten pretty performant with, like, I think jQuery 6 or something like that has gotten pretty performant. I really prefer to just build it from scratch, get it going, you know. Gutenberg is as much building as I need. You know what I mean? It's an internal page builder, and it's very you know, customizable. It's really easy to add new blocks that you want and do a whole lot, especially with full site editing. You said that mean I should avoid things like starter themes? Like I said, when I was first starting out, I mean, even 2 years in, I was probably using starter themes. But use them as a learning tool. You know, look at how they structure things. Look at how they organize their style sheets in their libraries. Like, you know, just this stuff is things I picked up from using starter themes. I use a source and a dist, and I utilize gulp for compiling, which, I mean, you should probably be using Webpack by now, but this is all stuff I just learned from using other themes. And I mean, honestly, I just built my buddy a new website for his YouTube channel, which I was on an interview for, and this is using 2024 with a child theme. So I mean, I just built a child theme off 2024, which is a full site editing theme that WordPress provides, and I basically just added a videos custom post type just so I had something to organize his videos, and I utilized most of the admin for the rest of the stuff. So it depends on what you're building. If you're building a company website and it needs to have a lot of custom functionality, custom integrations, custom UIs, admin efficiency, customizations, Because that's the real thing. If you need the ability to customize the admin to a point that makes it easier for specifically what you're doing, like in my case, I have all these custom post types that I need for the video game, then, child themes probably aren't the way to go, because you have a lot of the parent theme and you end up basically overriding most of it, which is annoying. And then you're left with a bunch of other stuff, and then you're like, why did I do this? I should have just built a theme. But yeah, it's case by case. Starter theme is good for learning, but the other thing that's good for learning is starting from scratch. And then just learning what each piece of the theme is, because then you'll realize how little you actually need. And, really this is the entire theme. It's just assets. These are my classes for all the custom functionality that I have, like the meta boxes, and I have a proprietary functionality here that you might think is cool. So you'll notice here that I don't have any add actions or add filters anywhere. So like, how are my functions getting ran? And then look in the dot comments here. Action init. This is actually what triggers an add action init. Because I have a theme base hookable function that reads dot comments, and then it registers actions, filters, and shortcodes based off of the comments. And you'll see here, like, add filter. So this gets run based off of the function's dot comments. That way I can just do add action here, or if I have a filter, I can do, well, here's another action. And really clean, really, keeps your namespaces nice and tidy, and you don't just have a giant file full of add actions and add filters and stuff like that. And I say proprietary, but it's, I got it from XWP. Thanks, man. Clean code. Yeah, that's, honestly, I don't do it to like look cool. I do it because I never remember anything I do. So when I come back and it's a mess, I might as well just rebuild it. So it's helps me a lot having a lot of comments, inline comments, things that I wouldn't remember what they're doing. And it's really nice to be able to yeah, it's really nice to be able to see that this function is running add action init, right? Like, that's, instead of having a function here and then having to go look for an add action and be like, oh, what is this being ran by a filter? You know what I mean? So again, it's me being lazy. Very accessible. And I think we still need to figure out how to delete this runner int if we change areas. So let's go to, can you set an interval as a global variable? I wonder. I'm gonna try it. So if I do this, and then I go to new area. Yes, enter new area. So what I want to do is delete clear it. Yeah. So let's just try clearing runners. Clear interval. And then we're going to try this runner int. I don't know if it's going to work. It might work. Let's check. Let's do an if statement first, just in case it doesn't exist. Because it won't when I'm going from an area that doesn't have any runners. Alright. See if we can get rid of that crazy console error. Let's go past you. Okay. So far, no errors. Oh my god, he's so fast. Yes, thank you for hitting me. And so let's see if I can still get that. Yeah, no more error. I think that did it. Oh, that's sick. So you can actually set intervals as window variables. How can I improve myself in WordPress developing? That's a good question. The best way I could say you could do that is to just work on projects. And I'm not talking about like just come up with random projects on your own. I'm talking about, you know, I don't know what your day job is if you don't, you know, if you're already working on WordPress and you just want to be better. I mean, if you already work in WordPress in your day job, working with people that are smarter than you is very important. And because you learn from them, ask them, and you know, you end up becoming a better developer. But if you don't, if you're just trying to start out, and you know, I know you've been doing it for 2 years, but I mean, if you're trying to progress, so yeah, you're a freelancer. Yeah, take as many weird projects as possible. That's how you do it. And don't go the easy route. Don't just grab a third-party theme, grab the plugins you know, and then style it. Because that's step one, right? When you start becoming a WordPress developer, that's what you do first. You take all the third-party stuff, and you just kind of manipulate it to look the way you want. And again, theme builder, if you've been using it for a while, I'd now stop. Because it's a crutch. And you're comfortable, so you want to get out of your comfort zone and you want to start building your own theme. So like I said, it's 4 files. You build your own Sass files from scratch, build your own JavaScript files from scratch. As long as you know how to enqueue things and how to initiate them inside the files themselves, then you know how to style and you know how to do JavaScript on your site. So the rest of it is, what, building pages in Gutenberg? That's not a big deal. So what these little projects are going to do for you is they're going to get you to style a lot. They're going to get you to use JavaScript a lot. And don't just jump into third-party JavaScript libraries to make things work. Build your own slider. You know what I mean? Build your own accordions. PHP is very important, but PHP at a certain point, it doesn't change. And once you know the WordPress functions themselves, then you're good to go on PHP, because you're never going to need to do any crazy PHP functionality on a WordPress site. You know, it has a standard already. Like in my code here, if I go to my classes, PHP here, I mean, I know these exist. These are WordPress functions, right? And they're all very standard. The user can, you know, check if it's doing Ajax, just so I'm not running it on the wrong call, and then I'm redirecting. Like, so it's good to know that how to do this, because this is the back end of your entire site and the back end of your entire theme. So anytime you need to do functionality, like when I register a new REST route, I need to have a backend that's saving the data to the database or querying the data and outputting it for whatever I need. So that's half of it. The other half, like I said, styling, JavaScript. That's your front end stuff. All things you probably know, but these little projects are going to make you work in both, right? So little one-page websites that people need, setting up a blog, like even if somebody just needs the smallest site in the world, you know, create your own, you know. I graduated from computer science, so was study things like HTML, CSS, Java, OOP. That's great, and that's all good starter knowledge. And only problem is studying and doing are way different, because you're not dealing with clients. You know, you're not dealing with teaching people, you know, how to understand what you're doing. So that's a different skill that you can learn outside of school. But the fact that you have the basic knowledge of all this stuff, if you want to progress, you need to just take on more complex projects. I mean, I don't know where you're getting your jobs from, if it's Upwork, Fiverr, or something like that, but be selective. You know, if you already have some advanced knowledge and you know how to build anything, then you need the jobs to build things. Like somebody needs a music site, you know, where they need to be able to stream music and categorize their songs and query them. Well, hey, now you're going to get into some major database management and you know, data management and querying that will really test your knowledge of the back end and the MySQL database. So my advice is work more. Get more jobs, and honestly try to get a full-time gig on an enterprise level site. I don't know if that's just saying, hey, just do the impossible, but my greatest growing experience was joining teams that had advanced developers, and I learned a lot from them. Because when I joined Beachbodies, I joined a team of extremely talented WordPress programmers, like core contributor guys that ran WordCamps. And at that point, I knew enough to build anything, but I didn't know coding standards. I didn't know coding styles. I mean, I didn't know everything. Just because I could build it doesn't mean I was building it right. So that's when you go to that next level. And it seems like you have a basic knowledge enough to get to a point where you can start just progressing and becoming a better programmer. And that's going to be being around other people that are smarter than you. Honestly, that's like the best thing you could do. So I would apply for associate engineer jobs everywhere, you know, maybe not interns. I never think it's okay to work for free, so. But I would definitely try to land a stable full-time gig on a team. Because once you get that first job on a team, you'll get that second job on a team, and the third job, and the fourth job, because people will know you have experience working on a team. Working in GitHub with other developers is a different world. Code reviewing other people's code, having them code review your code, that's where you learn how to program, you know? It's a very important part of programming is dealing with other developers more than anything. And if you get lucky, you'll have a QA team, and they'll help you learn most of your mistakes as well. And you'll have a product team and project managers that push you to work faster. You know, the corporate experience is really good for quick development of your skills. So if you could get into something like that. Even in agencies, I know I don't like agency work, but some agencies like hire you out to teams so you can work on a team of developers. And you'll get the same kind of experience. Just won't be as stable, as that full-time gig. And I don't know what part of the world you're in, but it's a remote world now, so you should be able to land something, especially with 2 years of experience in a college education. I mean, even though people don't really pay attention to college anymore, when they're looking for people, your 2 years of experience and freelance work, that'll go a long way. And especially if it's an associate's engineer, like a junior position, they won't be so hard on you about not having experience on a team. Okay, so that bug is fixed. I can also drop. I can collect. I got rid of the error from the bad guy. Let's actually make sure that the use is still working. Let's get shot. Okay. The problem is when people want advanced projects, it doesn't like to work with WordPress, so most of the time I just build a landing page or no pages. Yeah, that is a problem with those smaller jobs. It tends to be pretty menial tasks. But like I said, even if you're building a landing page or really, that's why I said to be a little selective, because if you're gonna start learning more and you want to just keep doing freelance, then you need to really find from scratch jobs. Like, I need a website, not like, hey, can you build on my current website because I use Elementor and you need to fucking, I don't want to deal with it, you deal with it. Yeah, I did that for a long time. I mean, I spent 2 years working on Craigslist, basically. Not for Craigslist, but using Craigslist to get jobs. And that's what I did. I just worked on the other people's junky websites all day. And I didn't learn anything, I mean, I made money, but at the end of the day, I was just kind of trying to work really fast. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a market out there for Elementor devs. I have about 1,200 connections on LinkedIn that are all Elementor devs trying to get work. So, I mean, someone's telling them that people are using Elementor. I don't personally know any sites that are. And if I was going to, if I was gonna, somebody asked me, hey, should I build my site using Elementor? I'd be like, get away from Elementor, get away from Beaver Builder, get away from Visual Composer, Bakery or whatever, get away from all those page builders that lock you in because you have no control over your content after that. Like, look at the database. If you use Visual Composer, it's all shortcodes. It's like, what? My entire database is full of shortcodes, and converting those sites, it's not worth it. If they want to just get to Gutenberg and be like up to date with the newest WordPress tech, it's a complete teardown. So Elementor has its place. If you got a bunch of freelance jobs and they're already using Elementor, I get it. But you're not going to progress. You're just using the same crap. If you want to get some new skills, then you need to get jobs that are asking for things that you don't usually do. They need an integration with a new with their API or something. They don't know if they should use WordPress. Maybe they're like, I don't think WordPress can do this. Well, let me tell you, WordPress can do anything. WordPress is just a framework for content management. The front end is whatever you can make of it. I work on sites that are getting 1 million plus traffic a month, completely stable. They have, custom ad platforms built into them, and they're all being delivered with ad logic that's in WordPress. Does Elementor and Page Builder bad to performance? Yeah, is Elementor bad for page performance? I don't know. I don't think so. It all renders in HTML on the front end, so I wouldn't say that. I think where it falls short is it locks you into using that page builder for life, and the way that they store their data in the database is weird. A lot of times I can't say firsthand what Elementor does. For all I know, it could just be like a Gutenberg replacement, and it's block and you drag and drop builder and it turns to HTML, but they really do take over your admin. And some people don't want to rely on a third-party plugin to run their website. That's why Gutenberg's so great. It's built by WordPress and maintained by WordPress, right? And in the future Gutenberg's not going anywhere because they've literally built their entire platform to do full site editing in Gutenberg. So I hedge my bets on the tools that WordPress chooses to use. So and it's gone pretty well so far. Can I see how it looks like in the DB? Elementor or Gutenberg? Because Elementor, I don't have Elementor on any sites, so but I could show you what Gutenberg looks like in the DB. Because on my site, Admire Evo. So the way that data is stored, let's go to just posts. You'll see what Gutenberg does is it has some of these HTML tags, and they don't really do much except for define when to use a block inside the editor, right? So it's just basically their own syntax to let themselves know when the block is supposed to be, which block to use and what the block settings are. So you'll see like level 3 is an H3. The HTML is still there, it's normal, and this is what it looks like on the front end. It's just HTML, but there's nothing special. It's not, it doesn't output like a bunch of shortcodes or anything and then swap it out on the front end. HTML is HTML, and you can edit the HTML in the code editor too of Gutenberg. So like in here, if you go into the editor, like this is the visual editor, right? And this is a paragraph, and this is a heading, images, and then you can get into a lot of the what did I click? No, these aren't shortcodes. No, none of these are. You could add a shortcode using the shortcode block. But no, in the database, it's these are just comments, HTML comments. And when you go on the front end, like if you go onto the front end of the website, you'll see what the HTML looks like. So this is the same page that we were looking at in the database. The HTML here, you see all those HTML comments go away. So it's just plain HTML once it gets to the front end. The only reason it's in the content is because it is used to define when to use one of these blocks. So like in here, if I edit the page, all of those HTML comments, the start and the stop, lets the editor know that it needs to use these blocks. So now it knows this is an H block, an H2 block, and this is a paragraph block. And it's very visual. It's very like what you see is what you get. You know, it's their WYSIWYG style editing, but it's, you know, much better. The comments are created every time you enter a new block. So this is what it looks like in the code. Oh, hold on, I'll show you. So in the actual code editor, you'll see the comments in the editor itself. So like, if I go to the code editor instead, I'm in the visual editor. So now I'm in the code editor. You see, this is what gets saved to the database. So this is a paragraph block. So the HTML is still good. It outputs the HTML properly, but it lets Gutenberg know that this is a block and it starts and stops. So, you know, this is a heading block H3, and when you exit the code editor, all those comments let Gutenberg know that these are, in fact, blocks. Yeah. So, super easy to understand, easy to develop on, and the database is very clean. I mean, you're basically just saving HTML to the database, and there's not a lot of hot swapping in the front end, so it reduces query load and time to first byte and stuff like that, which is great. And Gutenberg block settings and all the settings, meta values, and what you can do with inside the block, and drag and dropping, and searching for posts, and it's just very powerful. And WordPress went all in on Gutenberg, so, you know, every time they do a WordPress update, it's a new version of Gutenberg as well, and you get more features that are just making it super powerful. Let's get this out of here. Fist doesn't need content. All right, so I think we need a new bug. What's next on the bug list? Because we got the enemies working fine. I mean, we might as well work on the enemies themselves. Oh god. What did I do? I exploded something. What did I do? Let's start over and see if that's a new bug. So let's go to the CEO's office. Let's see what's up. I want to collect you guys first. Thank you. Oh, my FPS. Oh, it went back. Is there reference for developed themes and plugins recommended for me? Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the WordPress documentation itself. So like, WordPress theme developer handbook. So this is like a really good resource because it's super nothing, right? It just gets you into the basics of what a theme is, how it works, and then, you know, they got this quick start guide here where they are using, you know, their own themes, but I think theme, let's see, doesn't it have, yeah, it goes into what a theme is. Yeah, I don't think create a block thing. I don't think this is a good resource. Actually, this is a little bit too low level because it goes into more just like what a theme is. Introduction to theme JSON. Yeah, it also gets into the newer theme development structure because theme JSON is now a new thing. And this is like where you can define your theme settings and schematics and stuff within a JSON file. WP comma. WP comma. What is it? Basic WordPress knowledge. Yeah, I've never seen this before. You got GitHubs, downloads, cheat sheet. Check out the cheat sheet. Ah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is cool, you know. I'll give you a very basic breakdown of what to put in your style CSS, or your, you know, if you're developing a plugin, what to put in the README file to make it show up in WordPress. They got some good function references. Here's the theme files. These are all theme file references. Cool. You got your htaccess, all your enqueuing stuff. Here we go. Theme files. So this has more than you need to start a theme. Oh yeah, here we go. Required. So yeah, I would use this as a guide. Here we go. So required. Now I think more than just those two files are required to get a theme to start, but it might work if you just have an index PHP. But I don't think you're going to be able to do anything. Like the front end will show an error, I believe. But I think index PHP is like a fallback, so maybe not. Yeah, so but like check it out. I mean, like that's a theme. These two files, that's a theme. So you know, after that point, you know, if you want to add some PHP functions, I would never use functions PHP. I always use my own classes inside of a namespace because of conflicts. If you're ever going to use plugins, a namespace, you can name your functions whatever you want when they're in a namespace, right? You know that you're setting OOP. So I always, yeah, I like to instantiate my own classes and use those. This is cool though. Yeah, if I would recommend this, really. And you already know about it, so I think you're good to go. Yeah, just this one page, this cheat sheet, is actually very cool. If you're just trying to start a theme, I would definitely, I think this is good. This is good, I like it. And they even have functions and hooks. And it's cool that on their, I think it was on their homepage, they have like the latest version of WordPress. Installing plugins via Composer. Yeah, man, you want to get into Packagist? 0 plugins in your repo. That's where it's at. You get your Webpack, get your Composer file. You can install WordPress, you know, on your site via Composer. Yeah, the functions reference is really cool too. Luckily, I use PHP Storm, so it has access to all WordPress functions, right? So when I'm like can't exactly remember which get the, what is it? I can actually just, look through here and be like, oh, that's right, I need the archive title. So, I rarely have to Google. I tend to be able to get through it without Googling too much. But, this is a really cool resource. And I always recommend... PHP Storm is not free. They have a yearly license, but I think it's like $69 a year. I don't know. My company's always, shell out for the licenses. I have my own license, but I write it off as a business expense, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, IDE is very important. The reason I like PHP Storm is because it also has the terminal within the IDE. So I can always, and it technically, it has version control too. You can hook it up to your Git and handle all your Git commands and trees and stuff. My buddy Weaver, he does that. He uses it for version control. While I prefer, GitHub desktop app. I really like that desktop app. But I don't use version control for orbemortar.com. I actually just use local. I don't know if you've seen it. It's local by Flywheel. This is how I do my local site, all my WordPress sites. It's really easy because it's hooked up directly to my production site, and I can push and pull, directly to my live site. Yeah, Visual Studio is what 80% of the devs I work with use. So I don't know. I just like PHP Storm. I'm familiar with it, and it offers me a better experience when I'm developing in PHP, which is what I always am. Visual Studios is really good for JavaScript, I've been told. So, but yeah, I mean, you could work in anything really. Not a big deal what IDE you choose, but as long as your IDE can keep track of all the WordPress functions, that's what I use, a lot. So, all right, let's double check. So I'm gonna be signing off in 5 minutes. I tend to stream from 11 to 1. I went way over yesterday, so I'm pretty dead. Okay, no error. Good. I wonder where that error came from. Let's see if I can kill this guy. Make sure I don't have any errors with my killing functionality. He's got a lot of health though, so... But I'm pretty happy with the amount of bugs I fixed so far, so I'd say today was a pretty good... Oh god, how did that projectile get through the wall? I set him up so they can't. Ah, there we go, I killed him. See, this is what happens. Now the interval's looking for him, but I killed him, so I do need to kill that interval when he dies. How do I do that? Nope, wrong one. Enemy. Hurt the enemy, here we go. So yeah, if he has 0, remove. And also clear interval window dot runner int. I think that's what I called it. Nice. Oh, I should probably do that also for the projectile. Window dot shooter int. And then where's the projectiles? Collision, yes. Here we go. Set time. No, let's set timeout. Oh, that's clear interval. Here it is. And what did I call it? Runner int. Okay. Cool. I think that's good. All right. Ooh, what just happened? Yoink. Alrighty. So, I think what I'm gonna do, I really appreciate you jumping on and talking with me. I hope you follow me and come to more, because I love talking about WordPress, and I'm always working on WordPress when I'm on stream, so even if you just pop in every now and then, it'd be awesome to have you on. And there's also the wrong website. I also have a Discord if you're interested in continuing talking about WordPress and any other things development wise. I'm always willing to help out the community and somebody learning, willing to learn. And yeah, sometimes I get job offers. Actually, I get job offers a lot, so connect with me. Hit me up on Discord, hit me up on LinkedIn, and yeah, I'll always pass job opportunities to people, especially someone looking for a full-time gig who wants to learn more. It's always great. And for now, why don't we raid somebody? Who do we want to raid? Let's raid my favorite channel on right now, which is Ferret Software. You don't have to stay on long, but they're really cool. They do ferret rescues in Washington, and they let you watch the ferrets play, and they're on right now. It's a company channel to yep. You too, man.